Hi, it's Friday Feathered Facts again, and this is Diana. And my little friend today is Spike. Spike is an American kestrel. He's been an ambassador here for quite some time, so you may also have seen him before. The American kestrel is the smallest of the varieties of falcons, and their superpower is speed. Now, yes, I'm going to tell you about that head bobbing business. I can move his body like this, and he will hold his head still. And that enables him to hunt, actually. Their superpower is speed, and these little guys fly through the air. They'll take a dragonfly out of the air. They'll chase other birds. And in fact, that's how Spike ended up here. His full name is Railroad Spike. He was chasing a songbird and at a very high rate of speed, and they both schmucked into the window of a parked train. Now, the songbird didn't make it, but Spike did, but he had two very badly damaged wings that had to be amputated at the wrist. So, of course, that means he can't fly well enough to hunt again, so he's been with us as an ambassador bird. Now, kestrels are the only raptors that you can tell gender by color. All the other raptors look alike, with the exception that the females are typically a bit larger. With the kestrels, however, like songbirds, the males have a more vivid color, and Spike has these black spots on his breast, whereas the female has light tan bars. So we know when they come into rehab whether this one's a male or a female. With a lot of the other raptors, it's a guess. And then maybe he lays an egg in the spring and we go, oh, wait, no. So it's a lot more confident with the kestrel. Their diet in the wild in the summertime consists of mice and voles and large insects. Like I said, he can pick a dragonfly out of the air. They are often overlooked. They're fairly plentiful in Montana and most other places in the U.S., actually. But we don't notice them a lot because they're small. So if he's sitting on a power line or on a fence railing, you might not give him a second look because it's just a robin or a starling or something. But when you can see these guys and they stand out and you know who this is when you're in an open field and they're hovering like a hummingbird does, and then they dive after their prey. They hunt by sight, they have incredible eyesight, and they can see ultraviolet light. And it's thought that that helps them track the urine trail of the mouse or the vole that they're after. So again, that head bobbing business where I can move his body and his head stays still, that enables him when he's chasing something on fly, like a songbird, and he can turn his body and do the most phenomenal aerobatic chase that it's unbelievable. So these guys, although small, they're mighty. They have the little talons. I don't have a glove on right now because I was putting on his leash and he jumped up on my bare hand. So I went, okay, well, no glove. But with the kestrels, those talons are sharp. But he's not as strong as, say, the great horn, so I don't have to worry about that. I might get a scratch or two, but nothing more. We feed them mice here at Wild, dead mice. We do not feed live prey, and there's a reason for that, and I often get questions about that. Our resident birds, for the most part, have a disability of some kind. And if we were to give them live prey and they weren't able to catch it, they would get upset. They would get depressed, frustrated, and they might not be willing to try again. So the only time live prey is fed at Wild is perhaps if it's a trial for release. If we want to make sure a bird can hunt, then he might get a couple of mice live to make sure that he can do that before he goes out the door. So here's our little guy, a little bit mighty. And if anybody has any questions, comments, please leave them in the comments and we will get back to you. So thanks a lot for coming.